Indian polity. The Constitution of India was adopted on November 26, 1949. Answer. Next, which of the following offices has not been provided by the Indian Constitution? Option: Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Speaker of State Legislative Assembly. Answer হবে Deputy Prime Minister. Next, which article of the Constitution of India describes the organization of village panchayats? Answer হবে Article 40. Next, Ombudsman institution originate in? Answer হবে Sweden. Next, the Finance Commission is constituted with the chairperson and dash number of other members. Answer হবে 4 member. Next, the Supreme Court held that forcing a person to undergo polygraph, brain mapping, and narco-analysis tests is violative of? Answer হবে Article 21 and Article 20 Part 3. Next, which amendment of the Constitution provided constitutional status to the panchayats? Answer হবে 73 third amendment. Next, in the classification of power in the Constitution of India, education falls under? Answer হবে concurrent list. Next, Sikkim became a full-fledged state of India in? Answer হবে 1975. Next, which of the following was not included when the writing of the Constitution of India was completed on 26/11/1949? Answer হবে fundamental duties. Next, to pass a money bill in the parliament, which of the following is not necessary? Answer হবে approval of the finance minister. Next, law and order is included in the? Answer হবে state list. Next, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha is? Answer হবে the Vice President of India. Next, the first citizen of the Republic of India is? Answer হবে the President of India. Next, the Panchayati Raj system of India has? Answer হবে 3 tier. Next, grants in aid are provided for in the Constitution of India under articles? Answer হবে 275 and 282. Next, which article of the Constitution of India abolishes untouchability and its practice it in any form? Answer হবে Article 17. Next, which article of the Constitution guarantees to all citizens the freedom of speech and expression? Answer হবে Article 19. Next, which article of the Constitution of India describes the organization of village panchayats? Answer হবে Article 40. Next, which article of the Constitution of India deals with securing for the citizens a uniform civil code? Answer হবে Article 44. Next, which article of the Constitution of India states that subjects to certain limitations every religious denomination? shall have the right to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purpose. Answer হবে Article 26. Next, which article for the Constitution of India states that no religious instruction shall be provided in any educational institution wholly maintained out of the state fund? Answer of Article 28. Next, which article of the Constitution of India states that no citizen shall be denied admission into any educational institution maintained by the state of receiving aid out of state funds of on grounds only of religion, race, caste, language, or any of them? Answer of Article 29. Next, which article of the Constitution of India gives a working definition of the Indian state? Answer of Article 12. Next, any money bill cannot be introduced in the parliament without the consent of the answer of a President of India. Next, what is the number of members in the Public Accounts Committee of the Lok Sabha? Answer of a 15. Next, the Constitution of India is neither purely federal nor purely unitary but is a combination of both. Who said this? Answer of D. Basu. Next, which article of the Constitution of India defines the name and the territory of India? Answer of Article 1. Next, the system of India democracy is answer of a multi-party and parliamentary in nature. Next, the upper house of the state legislative is called the answer of a Vidhan Parishad. Next, chairman of the Rajya Sabha is answer of a the Vice President of India. Next, the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha enjoys the rank of a central minister. Next, a bill of a state legislature becomes an act when answer of the governor of the state signs it. Next, the term of office of a Rajya Sabha member is answer of 6 years. Next, the minimum age for being eligible to vote in the Indian election was reduced from 21 to 18 in the decade of answer of 1980s. Next, in which year was the Congress resolution on fundamental rights and national economic policy passed? Answer of 1931. Next, which of the following is not included in the fundamental rights of the Constitution? Option: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to adequate means of livelihood. Answer of a right to freedom. Next, find out the incorrect statement. The Council of States option has no power over money bill, has power over money bill, has no effective control over the executive. Answer of A is presided over by the Vice President of India. Next, find the incorrect statement. The president is elected by the system of proportional representation. The president is elected for a term of 5 years. The president can be removed by impeachment. Answer হবে the president presides over cabinet meetings. Next, in India, the federal court was constituted by an act of answer of 1935. Next, education under the Indian Constitution is included in Answer হবে the concurrent list. Next, the Election Commission of India celebrates the National Voters Day on answer হবে 25th January. Next, who was the first president of the Constituent Assembly? Answer হবে Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Next, in whose report the idea of Federation of States was first proposed? Answer হবে Motilal Nehru. Next, India achieved political independence from British rule on answer হবে 15 August 1947. 15 August 1947. Next, Indian polity is federal in nature. Next, who was one of the advocates of United Sovereign Bengal? Answer H.S. Suvardi. Surwardi. Next, India's political system is answer of a democratic. Next, the numbers of fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution are answer of a 6. Next, freedom of separates is a answer of a fundamental right. Next, the President of India can be impeached by answer of a the Parliament. Next, the National Green Tribunal was established in India in answer of a 2010. Next, Indian Constitution allows state legislature to pass answer of a state budget. Next, agriculture under Indian Constitution is answer of a state subject. Next, where in 1942 was the Swaraj Panchayat set up? Answer of a Tomlu. Next, panchayats of West Bengal collect taxes from answer of a toll tax and water tax. Next, Bangladesh was created in the year answer of a 1971. Next, what is the proper connotation of the term secularism? Answer of a in the affairs of governance and formulation of state policies, the state is not guided by religious considerations. Next, what does the term sovereign imply? Answer free from external control. Next, equal pay for equal work for both men and women is a answer of a directive principle of state policy. Next, Article 24 of the Indian Constitution prohibits employment of children in any factory below the age of answer of a 14 years. Next, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha answer of a votes only in case of tie. Next, the Parliament has power to legislate with respect to a matter in the state list provided it is in the answer of a national interest. Next, finance are distributed between the center and the states on the basis of the recommendations of the answer of a finance commission. Next, which of the following item comes under the concurrent list? Answer of a labor welfare. Next, which of the following committees is concerned with the regularity of the expenditure of the government? Answer of a public accounts committee. Next, which amendment of the Constitution reduced the voting age from 21 to 18 years? Answer of a 61 amendment. Next, the first state in India which was created on linguistic basis. Answer of a Andhra Pradesh. Next, India's new constitution was adopted signed on answer 26 November 1949. Next, who was the president of the Constituent Assembly? Answer Rajendra Prasad. Next, which one of the following offices has not been provided by the Indian Constitution? Answer Deputy Prime Minister. Next, under which article of the Indian Constitution provision has been made for the formation of a finance commission to deal with various aspects of center-state financial relationship? Answer Article 280. Next, which constitutional amendment act granted the right to education for all Indian citizens? Answer 86th Amendment. Next, that 109 Amendment Bill of the Indian Constitution relates to answer reservation for SCs and STs. Next, the Right to Information Act is applicable to the whole of India except the state of answer Jammu and Kashmir.